Mic sounding good. Everything is good. Oh man, just one of them good days. We got a W. Tomorrow's Friday. Ooh man, just listen to all this good news. Enjoy your Friday. You gonna be able to go to the water cooler. Everybody that's been hating, you gonna be able to say, we still them boys. Yeah, we gonna definitely tell them we still them boys, man, because we still them boys. And some stuff that need to be improved on. We gonna talk about that too. Man, good W, Dallas. Love them W's. We see everybody coming in the building, Facebook and YouTube, everybody coming in. Let's come on. Come on. Come on. Come on in the building. There it is. We still them boys. Yes, we are. Alright, we got it. Yeah. We'll say we have 10 days to fix the offense, especially the running game. Yeah, boys need to heal. Boys need to practice, rest. That's a lot. Yeah. We got us a dub, though. We needed a dub. We needed a dub. We got it. I'll take a dub and won't complain about it. I mean, we'll talk about solutions because it's always some things that can improve. So we're not afraid to talk about that. So y'all make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share. Because we go talk about this game, man. It's an interesting game. Interesting game, man. I saw a lot. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Check out some of y'all comments. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Dropping by the mall out. Come deliver mail on y'all route. Show them what it's all about. Just get called out. Fall out. Shane me and my clique got a lot of work on especially on the offensive side of the ball. Break up. We need to work on finding a run game. Boss of myself, child out. I'm a recruiter, a high percentage shooter. Gotta keep rifles and rules. Some people just trifling and losers. Yeah. Watch for the jackets that might be cruising. I can put together. AR Kinston together. My hitters be tough. Definitely got some stuff we gotta create. Do it better. Glock 9 with the FN. Step in with my best friend. Best friend Smith and West End. If you miss 6, still catch. We'll talk about all that. We got the OC in the building. We'll talk about pulling up outside the y'all house. Empty till we all out. The Florida game. Takeaways from the game. Hit squad ain't nothing to play with.
Because it was a lot of
and a grave
takeaways.
dig.
So
Best man like Tate did.
I know
When you
y'all
in the
can't.
paint, gotta play big. Hit Ezekiel like
So the OC is in the building. Kick it off in
Ball
a
out,
second.
ball out. Me and my hitters go
What's
all
the word?
out. Shout out, ball out, ball
Good,
out,
man.
get called out.
What's up,
Ball
OC?
out, ball out. Me and my
What's
hitters
the word,
go all
Boss
out.
Cowboy?
Ball out.
I'm good,
We
man.
about to take 'em all out.
I think I need to
Ball
turn
out.
me up.
All right.
Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my
Cowboys
hitters go all
escape.
out.
Listen,
We about to
y'all
take 'em
get in
all
here.
out.
Tell your
Ball
friends,
out.
family, and
Ball
loved
out.
ones.
Me
We
and my
live
hitters go
post
all
game.
out. Ball out.
Cowboys versus
We about to
Saints.
take 'em all out.
Like, share,
Ball out.
subscribe.
Ball
Turn
out.
on your bell
Me and my
notification
hitters go all
icon
out.
for
Me
the
and my hitters
latest
go
and
all out.
greatest
We about
in
to take 'em all
Cowboys
out.
sports and news. Cowboys escape. Cowboys get the big win. This reminds me, Boss Cowboy, of my first girlfriend.
What that
Very,
mean?
very ugly. Very ugly. Very
Oh.
ugly. But you know what, boss? We got the W, man. We got the W.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I had no problems with it. I mean, I saw some things I liked, though. I saw some things I liked. You know, in the third series, when the receivers did their thing, see, I like what I saw. I saw Dak's backyard. You know what I mean? You could tell Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Cooper all have their own chemistry with Dak. I like that. And on that series, when they scored through the receivers, you saw all the things they are good at. So Gallup displayed the body control and the high balls, you know, being able to attack the ball. CeeDee Lamb displayed the yak. And you talked about his yak. And Cooper know how to get open, you know. And so, you know, with everybody being out, no practicing, you know, it was ugly, but it was still pretty at the same time.
Yeah, Boss Cowboy. Well, you know, I'm going to say a few things. Hey, look, thank God for Tony Pollard. We need to get this kid the ball some more, Boss Cowboy. And that's a fact. He averages 9.1 yards to carry, big explosive touchdown play. You know, Dak Prescott was somewhere around 28 or 40, had the pick. You know, offensive line, man, was okay, man. We did enough to win. I do think that we need to have a different strategy in the way that we attempt to run the football. And I'll talk about that more as we get into this show. But listen, the defense, man, showed up. You know, Taysom Hill, man, didn't play well, man, gave us 4 straight picks, man. So thank you so much for the gift, sir. And, hey, man, Cowboys get out of New Orleans with a big win.
Yeah, big win. Yeah, big win. So what else, I guess, would you take away from the game, just in general, whatever you want to talk about? Then we'll take a call.
Yeah, man. I mean, in general, man, I mean, you got, you know, Ezekiel Elliott, man, I mean, still is nursing that knee. Man, he's being a warrior, man. He's fighting it out. I think that, you know, Dak Prescott on some of the throws, man, he's behind the receivers. You know, obviously he made some plays, but, man, I think Dak can play better. And I think he is better than what we've seen lately. I think that also, you know, when you talk about Dan Quinn, and I think that, you know, I want to give him a lot of credit stepping in for Mike McCarthy. However it happened is that he managed this game pretty well, right? We punted when we should have punted, right? We kicked field goals. We played field position. You know, I think that those things did very, very well. Also, Diggs coming up with his ninth pick of the season, right? So great job by him. Carlos Watkins, a person who I was not a fan of. I'm going to give him his flowers, Boss Cowboy. He got a pick and scored a touchdown on a run back. So, you know, good job by him, man. So really, really, to me, with the exception of one drive where the Saints scored and then just really relaxing at the end of the game. And you hate to see that. A lapse in focus, gave up that last touchdown, you know, to get them to 17 points. But other than that, Boss Cowboy, man, really, really great job by the defense and way to control this game, even when we were not converting on third downs.
Yeah. I want to take this super chat.
All right.
Quincy said, boss at the OC, talk me off the ledge. The offensive line is 100%, and we still can't run the ball. Do we miss Steele and Williams?
That's a really, really great question. Listen, I'm going to say something not to give an excuse, but we played against the top statistical defense in terms of yards per carry in the league with the Saints. So a lot of people overlook that. The Saints defense is the reason why the Saints have been in football games, right? They got some players, and the rush average of the opponent that they've given up has been pretty much tops in the league, man, this year. So I think we can block, but I think that we need to have zone plays. We need to have what you saw at the end of the fourth quarter, where you saw the trap and the pull around lead. I call it the power sweep, when you have Smith leading Pollard, even though he just got 4 yards. Things like that. We need to have some misdirection, some pulls, right? Not just line up and try to knock you off the football, because in today's NFL, unless you have really dominant physical interior players, which right now we don't, in my opinion, then, man, you're not just going to line up and knock grown men to get paid $10 million a year off the football. They're too strong. You got to have creative ways to get leverage and angles to run the football, and I think that's the missing component in terms of the running game.
Yeah, so we go take some calls. We go hear from the people. We want to hear your voice. 941-942-2100. All right, y'all call in and we go talk about some of the things that you saw in the game. There it is. Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matters.
What's going on, Boss and OC?
What's up, Coach?
Coach Moore. OC, I think you right on point. The creativity in the run game was not there at all. I think we ran 2 toss plays, 2 sweeps. He got 7 yards on one, 58 on the other. Kellen Moore seemed like he's going backwards. We supposed to, this game shouldn't even win as long as we were going. We need to just, and I'm not saying we played well at all. I expected this type of game. I think this game helps us more than if we went in there and blow them out, because now I know that we need some rest, and we know we can win, but we need to improve on some things. I'm a grant that the running game did have creativity, and some of the run blocking may have not been better, because you got to think your offensive line coach and your assistant offensive line coach went there all week. They couldn't practice with them. They couldn't get on field and put their hands on these guys and get some things ironed out. But the creativity, OC, you are so right. I think we pulled Lineman on 3 plays in that total game, and we didn't attack the edges on the run game. We could attack the edges on the run game with either one of our backs. It looks like our offense, and sometimes look like we're not in rhythm. Look like some of the things that we are being caught up on with some of our route running or some of our play calling. But that's something that, that this Kellen Moore has to get experience at and understand. As you get in the middle of the season, defenses start to pick up on your tendencies, and you have to mix things up, because they get in your tendency and they get in your head, and they actually playing your play before you even call it. So, ugly win. Good job by D. Lawrence for coming back off of that. He was, first part of the game. D. Lawrence always make other plays like tip balls, other stuff, hustle plays. Good game by him. I love to see this defense when they get Randy Gregory back. Also, good solid win on the road. 3 games in 12 days. Let's get some rest and get ready for this stretch run, man.
Right on, Coach. Always thank you for your call, and your voice always matters.
Talk to y'all later.
All right, Coach. Yeah, so what's your thoughts on Tank? Cause me and you, we had us a debate. We had us a nice debate. I want to talk about this real quick.
Yep.
Let me get Coach Marv's name, because me and you, we got to revisit. You know, we got to revisit something. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So listen, hats off to you, man. You said that Tank Lawrence would be your game changer on the defensive line. And you know what, man? Tank came out here and showed up, man, was very disruptive, man. Very disruptive. And, he reminded me, man, really, and a lot of people don't really kind of keep up with this type of stuff, man. But, remember Strahan that played with the Giants, man? Hall of Fame, the guy that just, was like very undersized, but like very disruptive. And so he was very disruptive, man, knocking the ball out of Taysom's hand, getting in the backfield, making tackles, just being really, really disruptive, man. So, he had a good, solid game for him coming back, man. Good job.
So, we had a debate.
Mm-hmm.
And you said your game changer would be Parsons.
Absolutely. I would say the same thing if I had to do the debate over. I sure would.
Hey. Ooh.
I sure would.
Parsons got down, bro. Him and Tank. Ooh. So it's parts of us that are ready to contend right now. It's parts of us that are ready to contend right now. So my thing is, it was an ugly game, but I know we go do much better because I saw the tenacity and I saw what we normally do, OC. I saw the opportunistic ball skills. That's who we are. So it's some things we can embrace from this ugly win. Like when you get pressure, our secondary will get the ball.
Right.
So it's some good takeaways from this game that I can see us building momentum into December. I want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, man. I think that this is just one of the times of the year that you want to begin to build momentum. And, you want to get wins however you can in December. You don't want to be losing a lot of games in December going into the playoffs because we know, based on history, that the hot teams going into the playoffs, those are the teams that play well and that eventually go to Super Bowls and win Super Bowls. Now I think the only thing that's left for the Cowboys really to do is really just to field a full, healthy team. I think offensively we have to get in sync. We have to figure out how to creatively and efficiently run the football. I don't think that Ezekiel Elliott is the answer right now. Tony Pollard needs to get 17 to 20 carries or touches every single game. And we can't play any good old boy ball. And that was the sense I got from looking at this game today, Boss Cowboy, that anytime TP made a play, you felt like, okay, I got to hurry up and put Ezekiel Elliott back in and give him some carries, right? And I understand that in terms of tenure and the amount of contract money we pay him. But in terms of effectiveness and in terms of trying to win football games, no, man, right now, until you get Zeke back 100%, we need to go ahead and feed Tony Pollard.
But they did.
They did, but they should have gave him the ball more. I'm saying more. All right? They gave him, he had like 9 or 10 carries, Boss Cowboy. They should have given this man the ball more. Because at the end of the day, when we got to third and longs, we were not converting third and longs. And that's really the only weakness. I think the offensive continuity, how we run the ball, and like I said earlier this week on the final word, that, man, we got to come up and convert on third downs because there were 3 straight third downs, Boss Cowboy, in the fourth quarter. Right? And fortunately for us, we got those picks. We got those turnovers, right? But there were 3 straight series in that fourth quarter where we went 3 and out. When really, if we would have got 1 or 2 first downs, we would have completely took the air out of the game and we would have basically won the game going away without even having to play more on defense. So that's my thought.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about a couple of things real quick, and then we'll take a call. I noticed something. I want to get your opinion on it. So, the Saints was running a lot of legal plays to beat man coverage. Okay, and this was my takeaway, especially in the first half. What I saw was when the Dallas Cowboys receivers was winning, they was winning on skills, but Sean Payton was scheming his guys open, right? So it was a lot of legal picks in bunch formation. My question is Dan Quinn too aggressive? Because they beat us on third downs scheming against man coverage a lot. It wasn't that they was beating us one-on-one. It was scheme. It was straight scheme versus our weapons.
Yeah, man, that's a really, really great question, Boss Cowboy. And I'm gonna answer it two ways. The old adage is this. Defenses play best, man, when you have them play aggressive, right? So I'm into aggressive, responsible defense, and I don't really think that we were too irresponsible on the back end with some of the things that we did. I mean, you could go into a cover two shell, if you want to just play it safe, right? But we also, blitzed Jordan Lewis, and that created a turnover. You know what I'm saying? So we had to take chances to try to win the game, which I'm not opposed to. This is what I think that we haven't given enough credit to, Boss Cowboy. We haven't given enough credit to Sean Payton. He's one of the best offensive schemers, man, and play callers in the NFL, right? He knew that Taysom Hill was playing with 9 fingers, and actually that helped us. The man was playing with 9 fingers, man. He couldn't throw the ball very well, right? If he had been able to throw the ball better, Boss Cowboy, this is a different conversation. Not saying we would have lost, but this is a much closer game, in my opinion. So here's the real deal, man. Sean Payton is one of the greatest at all times in scheming, and you knew he wasn't going to throw the ball down the field with Taysom. You knew he was going to do crosses, picks, rubs, rollouts, nuance, quick passes to try to get this guy going, man. So he did a great job with what he had. This is my answer.
Yeah. So, shouts out to Sean Payton. He called a good game. Man, I was like,
he did, man.
Bro, he had both hands tied behind his back and called a good game.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, that's how you know he real dangerous. When he got weapons, he dangerous. Cause he did that, man. I didn't want to say it, but I was impressed with Sean Payton.
Yep.
Because on paper, we should have ran them out. For real. We should have ran them out. On paper, we was way better. We had too many athletes. I'm gonna take a call real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So we got the call line open, 941-942-2100, 941-942-2100. Yeah, man. While we waiting on the call, man, another thing. Oh, here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matters.
Boss, OC, what's up, man? It's Renell.
What's up with it, man?
Man, what's good, man? I'm happy for the W, but I was not impressed at all. Like y'all was saying, man, we should have handled them easily, man. It was a lot of areas where we should have just took it to them. A lot of times in the game, I think we overthought the situations at hand. And at one point in the game, man, we had 2 situations in the whole game where we ran the ball back to back on first and second down twice. Why is that the case? O-line looked decent. Collins got beat once. I was surprised that Coop was as active as he was, even though he didn't have a whole lot on paper. Just, with his endurance and whatnot. something ain't right with Dak and the receivers though. I think really ever since the Minnesota game, he's the chemistry ain't quite there. They're a little off, but they'll get better. They'll work on it. But this run game, man, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I cater, right? And when I first started, my wife used to call me one pot shorty because that's all I had, right? And I feel like in the run game, when we run with Zeke, we one pot shorty. We only run one way with Zeke. But when Pollard's running, we pull out the whole kitchen and the sink, the rice cooker. We pulling out the air fryer. We using the oven and the stove. Like, all of the running plays for Pollard look way more creative than they do for Zeke. Zeke is just turn around, hand off, here you go. And I'm going to disagree with OC on this. He says that Pollard needs more touches. I agree on that part, but he's getting the sweet running plays. So I can't really say that Zeke ain't that dude because they're not even really helping him. You know what I'm saying? If you know the man hurt or whatever, or he may be in some type of pain, make it a little easy for him. Pull a guard here and there. But when Pollard's back there, they lining them up behind Dak. You're pulling the guard. You're pulling the tackle. You got a receiver coming across with the kickback blocks. They're doing all kind of stuff for Pollard. And at no point in the game should Taysom Hill be out rushing Zeke and Pollard together. Period.
Well, man, Zeke hurt. So it's. But hey, let me address some of this stuff because you had a lot of stuff, man. It was some good stuff. Let me address it because the OC, y'all won't be able to hear each other. So we go talk about a lot of you said a lot of good stuff, man. So we go take it one by one.
Cool. Y'all be easy, man. Be blessed.
All right, big bro. And we also got a super chat. He said Kellen Moore play calling is very suspect.
Very great minds think alike.
Okay.
Hey, real quick before I go, this is the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the game, why are we still throwing the ball?
Yeah.
The game should have been over.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna talk about that.
Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
No,
man.
we got it, bro. I got you. We gonna take that, man. Your voice matter all day.
All right.
All right, bro. OC. Let's start with Kellen Moore.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. There's something called the beauty of simplicity. And so sometimes we're too intelligent for our own good, And so I think that if it's not exciting, I think that Kellen Moore has to really settle in to being able to make just the simplistic call. And shout out to Renell. Thank you for the call in, man. Your voice matters. The reason why I said that you need to feature Pollard more is for two reasons. One is because right now he's the healthiest back. Two, because he's giving you the most explosive plays right now. And the reason why that you're not pulling doesn't really help Ezekiel Elliott, A, because he's hurt, but B, because he's a read and go guy, okay? Tony Pollard is an accelerate and cut guy. They have two different running styles. And so, again, for this type of offense and for what they're doing right now and based on production, Tony Pollard is probably the better guy. Now, if you want to help out Zeke, this is what you do. You trap people. You zone run, right? You do misdirection, lead handoffs. You give him the H-back of not Connor Williams because he's starting. You give him a lead back, right? And you help him that way. But until he's healthy, we're not going to know the over-under in terms of his productivity. But right now, he's not 100%. It's just not that good, man. So that's kind of what I see with that. But with Kellen Moore, Boss Cowboy, going back to that, I'm giving a long answer. But man, he has to have the beauty of simplicity in mind, what calling the plays that will work at the right times.
Yeah, I mean, he got exposed. Aikman and them went off on him. And Joe Buck. Both of them.
Yeah.
They let him have it. And it was exactly what I've been saying. He has a tendency to get pass happy. He naturally wants to do it. That also should tell us all why we should appreciate Mike McCarthy. Because some people ought to check to the balance. You know? Because Mike McCarthy would come out after a lot of those games where we was throwing too much, and he would say, without pointing his finger directly at him, he would talk about the decisions. He would say stuff like, we need to make sure we're balanced and establish the run because it opens up everything. So, I mean, Kellen Moore, we gotta all know that this is a circle and that this game was hard because pieces was missing. Yeah. So one of the things I want to talk about real quick, just to get back to one of the Twitter, man, what's your thoughts on, because I remember you talked about Lamb with the yak. I'm thinking he's starting to get another gear, OC. I think he hit it today. I think Lamb is getting ready to explode. Like the way Lamb was playing today was another level. This looked like OU Lamb.
Man, to me, it looks like the guy that can do just phenomenal things, run after catch. And that's what I've been saying, man. And that's why he's been my game changer on the receiver core, that is because of the fact that yards after catch, man, he's the biggest threat. He's the best run after catch guy. He catches the ball in the middle of the field and he turns into a running back.
Yeah.
You know? And
for real.
Yes. You know, drills like that, right?
Yes.
There, that quick feet, right?
Woo.
All that stuff. I'm saying, changing direction,
man,
stabbing, finishing tough, you know? Even when he got blasted, you know, on that one play. You know, a nice hard tackle on him. Right? Get up, snatch his hat, he good, walking right back to the huddle. Reminds you of an old vintage Michael Irvin. When Michael Irvin used to catch those slant routes, man, and get tagged, and then get up, pull his helmet on, and stick his arm out and say first down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a tough guy, and the more opportunities you create for him in space, man, the better it's gonna be for the offense.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And see, another thing, because I'm just kind of going through some of my tweets because it was about the game, right? Mm-hmm. So something else that was pretty, not good, great to see was Gallup body control. Gallup, man. Ooh, that body control by Gallup. You can see why all those guys are very important. What's your thoughts on Gallup?
Man, Gallup is the unappreciated good wife, man. I mean, he's the guy that's consistent, that makes a lot of plays, that probably doesn't get the respect and the love that he deserves. Good body control, you know, to me, really good all-around receiver. You got to come up with more creative ways to get him involved if Amari Cooper is not going to be 100%. And really, coming off that COVID, trust me, I've had it. Man, it's going to take him a few weeks, man, to get his wind and all that back together, man. You can't expect him to come out there and be like just Amari Cooper playing 70 plays a game. So you know that the defense, and they did this too, Boss Cowboy, they're going to double CeeDee Lamb, right? They're going to double CeeDee Lamb. Noah Brown was not winning on routes, right? You know, making mistakes, stuff like that. So then you got to be more creative with Gallup and figure out a way to get him the ball, especially with CeeDee Lamb being double teamed. You got to motion him. You got to just run quick outs. You got to do things like that to get him involved.
Yeah, man. So going back, also, real quick, my boy Anthony Brown, he had a real good game. A real good game. So I want to get your thoughts on Anthony Brown, because what I saw with Anthony Brown is he wasn't phased. I think he saw exactly what last week was. It wasn't a bad game. It really wasn't. When you think about it, if those calls would have been correct, those would have been 3 times he made them punt by himself. If the calls would have been correct. So this time the game was officiated properly. And with a game officiated properly, you can see how sticky he was. And the tackles was solid that he was making. He did a great job today. It was a very, very, very good game.
Yeah, I think that, Anthony Brown, I can't say a lot more than what you said, that you handled that perfectly. I just think he's becoming really consistent, Boss Cowboy. Not perfect, but consistently good. And that's what you ask for, man, out of a starting NFL corner, man, to be consistently good, man. And that's what he's turning into, Boss Cowboy. So other than that, man, nothing else to say.
Yeah, so we're going to take another call. We're going to open up the call line, get y'all thoughts on this win real quick. So we got the call line open again, and we're going to be looking at some of your chats. So we're going to be taking that at the same time, looking for you to call in. So that's the call-in number. As you can see, it's 941-942-2100, 941-942-2100. All right, so we got the call line. It's wide open. So, yeah, real quick, looking at some of the chat. Hold on, let me go back to the call lines to make sure. I just took it down. All right, here we go. I just want to take this chat real quick. Coach Moore said, AB is here to stay. Yeah, that pressure didn't faze him. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't faze him at all. Somebody, let me look at this comment real quick. He said, Kellen will prevent the Cowboys from winning a Super Bowl. Not a good play caller. No, I think Kellen okay. I think he like a dog that need a leash. I think that's what's up with Kellen. I think when you got the right people around him, they go reel him in. They go reel him in because he has instincts to throw the ball. He really believes in that. So you got to have somebody to counterbalance him, So it's not just on Kellen. That's what make Mike McCarthy so important. Mike McCarthy, in my opinion, tell me if I'm tripping, OC, but Mike McCarthy, that's why he is assigned to manage and recognize the flow of the game.
Yeah. And, and this is really one of those deals to where you need to kind of sit down with Kellen Moore or either have what some teams have, a run game coordinator, right? Basically the dude to tell you when you need to run the ball, right? That, hey, these are the fronts where we're going to have favorable matchups, Kellen, and that you need to go ahead and run the ball into this front to the left or to the right side. Or, hey, look, man, we got 4 minutes left.
OC.
Game, right?
We just got a call. Yo. My bad.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matter.
Hey, what's up, boss? This is Del Prom.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I want to say shout out to AB, man. I jumped on the call last week saying that we should forgive him and give him one more chance, and he made up for it.
He did.
So, yeah, he did. So I was actually proud of how he played the game. The one question I had to you and OC is, how did y'all think, Lyle played against Jordan? Because I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
I didn't hear Jordan's name for the whole game.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't hear him make any plays. So he zeroed them out. So I think he did a real great job.
Yeah. Go ahead, OC.
No, you go ahead first, Boss Cowboy. Go ahead.
Lael made it interesting. That's a very good thing. He played better. Like, it was nothing glaring to me. I didn't see him on the ground. He's getting better. That's what I saw today. I felt very comfortable with what I saw today. Now, I didn't see a lot of matchups with Jordan. But when they matched up, he did his thing. He did good. And he's starting to finish. He looked like he was playing with confidence. You know, so that was what my eyes saw today. So the other games wasn't as good, but this one was a pretty good game. That's from what I saw. But I also have not fully broken him down. Obviously, when you're watching the game, I watch the ball like most people. But when I study Lyle, I have a better assessment. But from the television version, yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, I think that
he can't hear you, OC.
Yeah, because I was just happy about. I mean, it was an ugly win, but we won. That's all that matters.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. So, yeah, the OC is going to address your question. So, if you got anything else, bro, you can also call back in. Your voice matter.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Peace.
Okay, OC, what did you have on that?
No, man, just really quick, man. I mean, overall, he played solid based upon what I saw. Obviously, we haven't gotten to, the film session about this game, and I'll do that some point this week. But, hey, to your point, nothing glaring. Did his job. At worst, from my eyeballs, he played solid football. So, good job, man. We gave up some pressures. I can't say all those are on him, but, hey, overall solid job. Good job, I'd say, just based at the first glance, overall, solid job by him.
Yeah, we also got a super chat, OC, real quick. Let me flash it real quick from Coach Moore, see if you can read. Can you read that?
Let me see. Okay. We need to watch film close on McGovern. Is he really a good run blocker over Williams or Collins? Yeah. Yeah, we do. I think that's a great point, Coach Marv. I think that he gives you some good, what I call vertical push. But again, I haven't really studied the film on him yet, Coach. So that's something I'll do this week. And if we don't do a live, man, I'll at least be able to talk about it on the show.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
So OC, you just promised them a film session. I think that'll be a real good one. We got us a real fat super chat from my boy Hassan, $50. He said, from Hassan. Yeah, man, you got to leave a comment after that, though, bro. Yeah, leave a comment so we can address it, man. Obviously, we appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
And also, just real quick, he's, since he kind of sparked something like that, I just want to also say thank you for everybody that also continues to put donations into the Boss Cowboy Sports Cash App. It always goes to better production and ways that we could improve the stream. So, anyway, I just want to getting back to the content real quick. Let me take that off. Or maybe I should leave it up. I think I maybe should leave it. No, I ain't gonna take it off. But anyway, what was I saying?
No, you were just talking about the promise of film session. So we'll talk about the run blocking of Connor McGovern versus Connor Williams. Yeah. And just get an honest eye view look at it, man, and do that sometime this week.
Man.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's the one to answer. That's one I think we should do. I think that's a real good one to do. Just like we did Lyle Collins versus Steele. And we're going to do the same thing at guard.
But I'm going to say something up front. I really do think, and I'm about 90% on this, guys, that it is going to really come down to the situations and the type of runs and how you are approaching running the game, running the ball, over the play of either of the guards. That's just my opinion based on what I've seen, but we'll get into more in depth about it for sure this week.
All right. And Hassan, he left his comment. Let me pull it up real quick. The super chat. He said, I'm sorry, but Dak wasn't the problem this game. If you pay close attention, that offensive line was collapsing almost every play. If it was if it wasn't for Dak making those completions when he needed to be. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Man, we gave up some pressures, man. Definitely. We didn't play perfect. But again, we knew coming into this game that they had guys that could rush the quarterback, So yeah, I mean, I don't think that I think it was a combination of both. I think we did give up pressures, but also honestly, Dak Prescott, he missed some throws. I'm not coming down on Dak, but I'm saying it was a kind of a two-pronged approach of where both sides could be better, Dak could be better, and obviously we could keep the pocket cleaner too.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Dak was okay. I'm okay with this level on Dak. I'm okay. I'm fine. Because I felt like this guy can definitely win you most games when it's a team effort. I don't ever want to talk about stuff being put on his back and stuff like that. Now, there are times to when he does rise to the level of Superman, we need it. We need it. In games like this, I think he really was too. I think he was doing his thing mostly. I'm gonna be all the way honest. I think he was doing his thing. But I also feel like, I'm gonna be all the way honest, Zeke being hurts us. It does. We not the same offense. We still trying to figure out, in my opinion, we look out of rhythm without Zeke. That's what my eyes see. When we have Zeke healthy, I think we a way better team.
Yeah, but then here's the thing, man. When is Zeke gonna get healthy, right? Because what at some point, you go force him to sit. You go give him all the weeks of practice off and have him play on Sunday. What are you gonna do about that knee, man? Because I've had knee issues, a couple knee surgeries, and one thing I know for sure, that playing on it is not gonna make it better. So how do the Cowboys handle the situation, especially as this season progresses going into the playoffs?
I think they need to sit him. Yeah. See, because Mike McCarthy, he has been doing a good job of load managing these guys. And see, Zeke's smart. He know that the rumors go take off because he playing hurt and Pollard playing good. He know they gonna want to get rid of him for Pollard. So he don't want to stop playing. But it's going to be better for him if he heal up where he can look like he looked before he got hit on that knee. Because nobody was saying nothing negative about Zeke before he got hit on that knee, the Denver game, by Simmons. Nobody was saying nothing. It was we need to start Pollard. So we want to wait till when he's playing through an injury to then start trying to make this comparison. Nobody was really making this comparison seriously before he got hit on the knee. So if you want to be really helpful to a maximum degree, he needs to heal. You could tell when he hit the edge, he was limping. He was limping back to the huddle. He was limping all game.
Yeah, it's sad, man. I've been in Zeke's situation before, not on, a contract money level, but on a competitive level of where, man, I just didn't want to come out of that huddle, And so on that, Boss Cowboy, I feel it. Yeah, we can sit here and say that that's the best thing for Zeke to do. But, man, we also don't got a $90 million contract, and, man, we also are not playing for our lives. Zeke is playing for his life, man. He knows, man, that, they like Pollard, and Pollard is the faster back. Like, he knows, man, so they're going to have to literally force him to sit out. If he's given a choice, man, he is no way. He is not going to miss no games. He going to keep on going out there limping and playing on that leg and doing everything he can to play on that leg, Boss Cowboy, because you know what Zeke want to do? Zeke want to get 11 or 1,200 yard a year, man. And he had 700-something yards this year. He's running for his credibility, man. And it's a kind of a tough spot for him, man. So I feel it. I feel why he's doing it, We know it's not the best thing, but I understand why he's doing it.
Yeah, I do too. And sometimes he's needed because he's still even injured real good between the tackles. He's still powerful, but he's not explosive and powerful. He's just powerful.
Right.
And see, I already know how the media go do him. They not gonna treat him like a hero for playing through this. They not gonna treat him like, hey man, we appreciate you going out there giving, even though you on one leg, you out there still running in the grown men with all you got. They not gonna say that. They gonna say, should we start Pollard? The media go twist this all up. That's what's gonna be the news tomorrow. It's not gonna be the win. It's not gonna be Mike McCarthy and how we got through it with Dan Quinn, and this Dan Quinn gonna be the next head coach. They not gonna talk about all that kind of stuff. They gonna make this false comparison between Tony Pollard and Zeke. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna look you right in the camera and say this, and I mean this. Don't let people get you amped up, in my opinion. Don't let people get you amped up, in my opinion, to try to compare a healthy Tony Pollard to a hurt Zeke. Don't let people talk you out of common sense. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Just think about it, right? The man is hurt. So, but at the same time, we know what's gonna happen. I mean, but I know what side I'm on, OC. I'm like, I know he not himself, but I also know if he was himself, he's a major asset.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm on the side of win a football game and do what you got to do to, man, get through this year in the most successful way. And so with that said, I'm not against or for anybody. I'm for what's going to make the team better. So, you know, right now, man, TP got to get a majority of those carries, man. You want to mix in Zeke, you want to use him some, but, man, you want to preserve him as much as possible, man, and you want to try to get as much ride as you can and try to let Zeke get healthy out of Pollard.
Somebody said, we need Steele back, bro.
Well, still, you know, I've heard somebody say something, man. I'm just going to mention this. I'm sorry. One of our counterparts, Boss Cowboy, said something about Steele being weak. And about that's why he was down blocking and they had a tight end next to him. Just this week I heard that. And I'm just like, I know this person doesn't watch Boss Cowboy Sports, and they should. Really, they should like, share, and subscribe like you guys should. All right, and comment. So here's the deal, man. I mean, Steele has been devastating at the point of attack physically versus everybody he's played in the run game all season long. So, you know, also keep in mind with Steele, man, he's coming off of COVID, man. He's going to lose a little bit of strength. So it's going to take him a couple games to get his feet all the way back underneath him. So I do want us, you know, although he got to come back and try to play well, to have realistic expectations when he gets back on that field.
Right. So I'm going to take another call. I'm going to open all the way up. Super chat by Coach Marv. He say, preach, boss, preach. Yeah, man, yeah, but I meant what I said, you know. That's what they go do because they complement each other. That's the thing about Pollard and Zeke. They complement each other, right? Mm-hmm. So, and we will, for a check, when I say we, I'm talking about the local media that covers Dallas. They will, for a check, for clicks, right? Because see, clicks mean more advertisers, right? More eyeballs. You can say, I had this many impressions, this many views. That means I can charge you this much, right? So they just want to click. So they figured out, this is what they figured out. If we stir up controversy, people go look, people go read, people go talk. So if you look around the league, other people accept two backs, complementary backs. They don't try to bench one for the other one. They don't say this one should start over the other. They just say, like the OC say, whatever win games, whatever we need to do to win games. Sometimes we want to start out with Tony Pollard, especially if we want to go out to the edges. Sometimes we want to pound a team. If we want to pound a team and Zeke healthy, then you want to go for Zeke. You know, you have yin and yang. You have it all. So it's one of those things, I'm telling you, it's going to happen this week. Boss Cowboy and OC told you. Trust me, it's going to happen this week. But if you listen to the show, you're going to see right through it, and most of y'all already do. So I'm going to open up the phone lines real quick, OC. Did you have something on that, bro?
No, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. I think that, you know, anytime you don't play your best, man, it's no mercy in this game, man. You know, and there's no love for G's either. You know what I'm saying? So at the same, when you go out there, you know, they go judge you like you're 100%, you know, and people's answer go be, well, if if you can't play your best, then you should just be on the sideline, you know.
True.
So that's how it is, man.
So I'm gonna say something though. I got something I gotta say. It's something I've been holding on to. Y'all don't get mad at me, and I still got the call line up if y'all want to call in. Now check this. I do want to say this. It was a good day for the secondary altogether on both sides of the ball because we got some cold receivers, but Lattimore and them did they thing, man. Roby too. Like I was watching our side of the ball. Like it was as a cornerback, I was just liking what I was seeing just all around. Can I just say that real quick? Can I just be honest, OC, and just talk about the fact that I'm so happy to see boys was making plays. Just period.
Okay. Do you better.
Yeah, because it was a good day for the secondary. I think they also officiated it right on both sides.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man. They did a good job, man. I mean, those guys are competitors. They have, you know, corners that can compete and that can really, you know, have some shutdown ability, especially with Lattimore over there, man. So he did a fantastic job, and I mean, they just didn't get any help offensively. You know, like I said, if we had a quarterback that played with 9 fingers, and so good for us. You know, we got 4 picks, man, and we got out there with the dub.
Right. So, I just missed your call. Hey, I'm sorry. Call right back. I'm sorry, I missed your call. But yeah, I'm gonna take one more chat real quick. Let me see what my boy talking about right here. Let me see. He said, our guys was at the wheel of a backup hurt QB who really isn't a passing QB. Ooh. What's your thoughts on that, OC? Because, see, that's sad. I was saying the same thing. We almost made a game competitive based on the Wildcat.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, I've been saying it. I'll say it again, man. I mean, the 9-finger quarterback. If this guy had 10 fingers and was a decent quarterback, this is a different ball game. And the only thing I'm really disappointed with defensively, man, is, you know, that we have not corrected contain yet. And that's something that I want Dan Quinn to do with Basham, with Golson, with everybody, man. Do not run upfield super wide and give a soft edge. Do not cut underneath on pass rushes and give the wide side of the field way open to a mobile quarterback so he can run and get 10 yards to carry. It's like that's the one disappointing thing, man, that we have to clean up before the playoffs, because it doesn't matter, man. Somebody will tear us up doing that kind of stuff. And we've had it happen versus several quarterbacks now, and that's something that we need to address.
I want to ask you another question, OC. Did we get exposed today with Taysom? Did we? Because we let the Wildcat give us a lot of problems. I don't see why a team won't foul that away for 3rd and short, you know, and sneak it running back out there, because he basically converted 4 first downs with nothing but his legs.
Man, I don't think it's exposed. I think anybody that's got the Cowboys know that you can power run the football at the Cowboys, man, and get yardage. Right. I think that I don't think it's exposed. I think it's known, actually, you know. And I think that, you know, the thing that you don't want to happen versus the Cowboys is getting 3rd and long, because they got a ball hawking secondary that can get their hands on footballs, and they got some adequate pass rushes that can create pressure. That's what you don't want to do versus the Cowboys. You want to try to get in 3rd and manageables and 3rd and short. That's how you play against the Cowboys defense. So, no, I think people already know.
And see, Dale Prom said this, and I'm going to take another comment because it's a real good one. He said the Eagles will run the Wildcat against us with Hurts. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's why I said this. Like, if I came away from this game, I'm coming away, if I'm Philly, like, okay, I think I have a way to try to beat Dallas. They just like the Saints. They don't have enough to beat Dallas. But if they catch us flat, they also saw some film that said this is how to control the ground against Dallas with a Wildcat. And that's exactly what Philly does.
Yeah. I mean, the whole strategy was to hold is to control time of possession, right? Run the football. So when you think about what happened on the most recent losses, right, against Kansas City, against the Raiders, against Denver, what was the offense able to effectively do? Run the football and convert on key third downs when they needed to, thus putting pressure on the offense. And they did enough on offense to keep us down or to play with a lead versus us and run the football. So that's going to be the strategy with any team that plays the Cowboys, man, until we prove that it's not a strategy that's going to work.
My boy asked the question. He said, man, he asked straight up. He said, what's your thoughts on Kellen Moore? He was talking to you, OC. He asked, he said, OC, I'm going to show it right here. He said, OC, what do you think about Kellen Moore?
I think that Kellen Moore is a guy that has a high IQ and has a lot of talent, but he lacks experience. And I think that his lack of experience and maturity versus being against tough defensive coordinators and the grind of a season is showing up in some of the decisions that he's making in some of these games. I think he has the mind. I think he has all the talent in the world, but the experience and the high level championship skill decision making in terms of play calling, it has to be developed in him. That's what I think.
Yeah, OC. Could you expound on that a little bit more?
Yeah, man. When I say high level experience, I mean understanding what you're going to see when you get into a fourth quarter versus a team that has held you down. How they're going to try to attack you. How they're going to try to throw the extra body in the box or hide their coverages, and then you working with the quarterback, like a hand in a glove, right? To get out of certain plays, to check into the run, to check into a short pass, to check into a check down, things like that will cause you to move to change. Kellen Moore is good at scripting plays in order to score and amass yardage, right? He's proven he's good at that. But how to have 10 plays that when you get in third and medium, that you can go to either one of these 10 plays and you can get a first down if you need a first down to put the game on ice. That's what he needs.
Gotcha. And we got us another $20 super chat from Hassan. So Hassan, definitely leave your comment and then we go definitely take it. My brother, thank you for the super chat again. All right. All right, so I'm gonna check this comment real quick. He said, okay, need y'all to be honest. Has someone told Dak he can run or use his legs to move the chains? Yeah, man. They done put Dak legs up, man. Yeah. This is Hassan's comment. He said, do you think Kellen Moore is discussing the offensive run plays disguise it? The offensive run plays for the playoffs? No. I just think he has a Go ahead, OC.
No, go ahead.
No, I think he just has a tendency to want to throw, man. I think that's who he is. That's just it, And I think Mike McCarthy is the counterbalance. That's it. So, and when you have Mike McCarthy that'll kind of keep, it's almost like that boss that's looking over your shoulder. When you got a boss that's looking over your shoulder, he gonna make sure you do the little details right. That's Mike McCarthy right now to Kellen Moore, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, man. I mean, same thing, man. I don't think that he's disguising anything. I think that he needs to really aggressively work on his run packages for the playoffs. I don't think he's disguising it for the playoffs. I think he needs to really work hard on it so we can be proficient in the playoffs. That's what I think. So, no, he's not disguising anything.
We got another good coming right here. He say, do we put Parsons back at linebacker and Randy at the edge to help against our run defense going forward, or do we still believe Gallimore? Hold on, because this is a good one. I like this question. This is a real good question. Do you believe Gallimore is the answer to stop the run?
No, I don't think Gallimore is the answer to stop the run. He's a one-gap player, naturally, a three technique. He's not a two-gap player, right? We were hoping that we got more productivity out of our rookie, Bohanna from Kentucky, but he's going through rookie woes, right? We were expecting him to be more powerful and have a contribution in that middle, right? And so then we have the person that we signed from the Bears. I'm losing his name right now, who's hurt. Forget his name, Britt Urban. There it is. So he's hurt. That was supposed to be the two-gap guy. So when you get Randy Gregory back, you do business as usual. Now, he's going to be your starting right end. You're going to have Tank Lawrence starting at your left end. You're going to mix up this with the 4-3 under with some blitz packages and with some jet packages where you blitz Micah Parsons at certain times, but he's going to be split when they're both healthy, in my opinion, between linebacker and DN. He'll play some of both.
Yeah, and Casey said, what has happened to our offense? Did Broncos expose us this bad that teams know how to stop us, and why don't they let Dak run more? Another one.
Yeah, I think that they're concerned about Dak's health, right? And thank you for the comment, Casey. I think they're concerned about Dak's health. And I think that Dak is concerned about his health, right? Dak is trying to be very, very responsible and almost too careful to where he's not being free and just playing football, you know? And so he's going to pull up in that pocket. He's going to do everything possible to throw it and not run it. I don't think that the Broncos exposed us. The Broncos exposed what can happen to us when we're flat, right? And the Broncos exposed the capabilities of a team that can play press coverage and get pressure on your quarterback. That's the sauce to compete and to beat the Cowboys, right? Being able to play press coverage and to rush the quarterback effectively will give the Cowboys trouble. And so we have to show that we can win against teams like that, and we can, have resolve. Have resolve is my key word, and be tough in tight football games. And if we do that, Boss Cowboy, I think that these questions, some of them will kind of answer themselves.
Yeah, and that's why I said, to be honest, I was just watching the play on both sides. It is a degree, I ain't gonna say a formula to beat us, but it's a formula to make it hard on us. It is. If you got the corners that match up, it does become tough. It does. Because good corners can neutralize good receivers. There are freakish corners like there are freakish receivers. Like just like Gallup was toe drag swagging, we also had Curse toe drag swagging. Like, so, I mean, those guys are $1 million freakish athletes with super genetics, and that's just what it is. And sometimes you go get some of those guys. And Denver had a couple of those guys. Matter of fact, Denver drafted the guy that we was likely to go draft over Parsons. Obviously, I'm super happy that we got Parsons, and we really did get the defensive rookie of the year or defensive player of the year. But at the same time, I wouldn't say it's a formula, but it can get tough on Dallas. So if Dak is not on and the receivers are off, we gonna have a bad day. That's what this year have shown us.
Yeah, and it's also shown something else, just to keep it all the way honest, okay, for everybody that's watching. Dak is not a tight window thrower. Dak is a throw to the open receiver type quarterback, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So he's not a guy, for the most part. Now, he has done it in spots, but for the most part, he's not a guy that's go throw the ball into a super small window when it's tight coverage.
I can't do it.
Yes, I am. I'm doing it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm doing it.
Oh, man, you done brought the devil out your boy. What in the world did I just hear you say?
I'm telling you, boss. I'm telling you, boss.
No, you're not telling me nothing of the sorts, man. You are not telling me nothing of the sorts on this BS. Hold on, I gotta hit you with another one.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Oh my God, this finna be the fight of the year. Get y'all damn popcorn now. This boy done went there. Oh my Lord, this boy done got Boss Cowboy all the way out his seat.
Look, I know Dak is your son. Okay, I know he's your son.
Oh my God,
and
you must want to fight today.
I know he's your son. Okay.
Oh my God.
Listen. Answer the question, Boss Cowboy. I only got one. Okay.
Wait.
I only got one. Can I say one? Only got one.
Oh God.
Where were the tight window throws against tight coverage that Dak made versus the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Raiders?
Bro, I'm not gonna even do this. That's too easy, bro.
No, then do it.
So,
Then do it if it's easy.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you.
And don't talk around the question either, because I know how you are. Don't talk around the question. Just answer the question. Where were those tight throws? Okay, now you gonna hit us. Okay, so y'all see how Boss Cowboy play. Boss Cowboy play dirty. Ooh, he plays dirty. All right, go ahead. Come on. Okay,
Listen,
there you go. Hit
I want y'all to listen. Listen, I want y'all to listen.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh my God.
No! No!
All right, look, bro. See, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want you to know that the guy that has made this blasphemous accusation against our quarterback, I want y'all to know, Your Honor, he's talking when I'm talking. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to talk to you about the fact that this man that goes by the OC, who's disrespecting the courts right now with a hand gesture over his face, where I'm sitting up straight and I'm taking you very serious right now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I do want to let you know that this man sitting to my I don't know which side this is. I think that's my left. Yeah, whatever. This guy right here just used 3 games to try to describe a sample size. He used a 3-game sample size to try to just say pure blasphemy on my quarterback. So we got to go to the jury right now. Jury, we got to see, is it hashtag Boss Cowboy who's defending Dak, who by evidence also already has been proven to be one of the best accurate quarterbacks in the league, measured by Next Gen Stats, who had the best tight window throws, measured OC, measured, just like my Kool-Aid, just like the Kool-Aid that I drink. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
Well, see, Boss Cowboy, you need to stop mixing Kool-Aid flavors together, okay? Because what you're doing right now is you're getting strawberry and blue, and you're trying to mix it together, and you're trying to make blue raspberry lemonade, okay? Stick with one flavor. We're not talking about the entirety of Dak's career. We're talking simply about what we've seen in this sample size of games, Boss Cowboy. And I don't care if it's next gen, next of kin, or your kin. I don't care what stats you pull out. I see what my eyeballs see, Boss Cowboy. And what I see, Boss Cowboy, is this. Dak is a great quarterback. No hater shade on Dak. But what I'm saying is that Dak, from what I'm seeing, Boss Cowboy, he's not a guy that's fitting the ball into tight windows. He tends to do what he should do, right, which is try to go to the open receiver. But in certain situations, if nobody's open this tight coverage, sometimes you got to be able to force that ball in there. And I'm not talking about Dak being a good quarterback. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about next level playmaking versus tight, great man coverage and putting the ball in a small window. That is the only thing I'm talking about, Boss Cowboy. So stop mixing the Kool-Aid flavors and adding too much sugar, Boss Cowboy. That's all I got to say. And I don't care about Becky and her evil eye. Pull out Becky. I bet Becky, you stink, Becky. That's what you smell. You smell yourself, okay? All right, and Harold needs to comb his hair. He still needs to comb.
Oh
He tried to blow it out. He needs to comb his fro some more. I don't care about Harold shaking his head and wigging his fro around. This is what I'm saying. But you know what? Let's leave it for the fans because you know what? Their voice matters. Y'all put it in the chat and tell me what you think.
They already doing it, OC. You already lost. Listen, bro.
What they say?
I'm going to show the chat. He say, nah, bruh. OC, you led off with he's not a tight window thrower. Yes. See, that's why I went to the jury. See, that's exactly why I went to the jury, because the jury heard what I heard, which you said and led off. That's why I had to get you with this. I did not want to do you like this. I did not want to shoot you down, my brother. I wanted to treat you like a friend, but you forced me to have to pull out the facts and go to the jury. And so this is what he said. He said, OC, you led off with he's not a tight window thrower. His stats against the other QBs has him at top 5 in tight window throws. D.A. Lee, that's exactly what I said, measured, because this is measurable facts that he's trying to dispute. And I don't know why he's doing it.
It's a big thing for
and
Boss
he got
Cowboy
people in the chat said that
he
I'm not drinking measured Kool-Aid, and I ain't measured this. This is measured facts. So don't let the OC, because he got a fresh haircut and bald-headed with yellow skin. See, because what they do, they come at you with this face like I'm so innocent. I would never. And then you look at the guy, he got the locks in his head a little bit. He got the little Goldie locks, little weak locks. And then he got the little flamboyant shirt. Don't judge me. Just jury. Listen to the words. Listen to D.A. Lee. He has exposed the OC.
DA, thank you for your comment, bro. Appreciate your support of the channel. But let me say something here. Okay? Let me say something here. Okay? Because if all that's true, okay, there you go. Okay, continue to play dirty. So y'all do notice how dirty Boss Cowboy is. Okay, you notice how he continues to hit buttons, throw distractions, throw smoke. Oh, there he is. Hit another anarchy button. Go ahead, hit the anarchy button. Go ahead. He gonna continue to do that as long as I talk, right? So this is all I'm gonna ask, right? Okay, do it again. Hit it again. Get out the system. Go ahead, get out the system. So the only thing that I'm going to say is this. Why is that a challenge versus the Cowboys, right? If Dak Prescott is a tight window thrower into press man coverage and stuffing the ball into tight windows, why does that challenge the Cowboys so much? Answer that question for me. And I'm asking that sincerely. That's not a rhetorical question. That's not me being funny. That's me just really asking a question. In your opinion, and also the fans, put it in the chat. Why then is this an issue when we have good cornerbacks that can play press man and cover our receivers? Why is it an issue fitting the ball into these boys in these games? And I don't care about Harold with his hair. I don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what has just happened was a major breach of court etiquette. What he did was actually called leading the witness. Okay, so he's leading you and saying, why does he struggle with tight window throws, as if that's what your eyes are seeing. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is what I want to do. I want to remind you that there's a guy named Michael Gallup today. Oh, it was today, matter of fact. He was in the end zone. His quarterback was actually a guy number 4. And he threw a ball in the corner right pocket of the end zone that was so perfect that only this guy named Michael Gallup could go get it, turn and get 2 feet down, and a touchdown from an accurate ball. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this guy, he goes by the OC. He's trying to trick you, but I have purged him.
No, it is no.
I have purged him.
The key word is, you said accuracy. See, I never questioned Dak's accuracy. You see, you're talking
You
about
said tight
accuracy.
window.
No, tight window means this. Let me define a tight window to me.
Oh,
okay?
I don't know what a tight window is.
No. Maybe I didn't define it. Let me define
Oh
it.
my God.
Listen, let me define it.
The blasphemy.
Okay. Tight window throw means this. A defender is on your body, and I'm able to throw a ball on your back shoulder, slightly in front of you, so that your outstretched hands can get it while you're being covered tightly by a defender. That's what I mean when I say a tight window throw versus press man. I don't mean accurately placing a ball to a spot, which Dak is great at, by the way. Dak is great at accurately placing a ball to a spot. I'm talking about those tight back shoulder or slightly leading or slightly to the outs of a receiver when they're being blanketed by a man. That's what I'm talking about when I say tight window throws, just to define it. That's all.
The jury has spoken. Now we're backing up. Yes, he is pulling a Michael Jackson. That is what you're seeing, the Reaper. That is what you call a Michael Jackson. Did you not hear? See, did y'all not hear Aikman today? It was today. See, listen. It was today that Aikman said, how did Dak fit that ball in there? Did anybody else hear the Super Bowl quarterback named Troy Aikman say that about our guy Dak? I'm just asking the question, jury. That it's only one way to answer it, with a yes or no. Did anybody hear what I heard? Because I heard it.
Okay.
Did you hear that, OC? I just want to make sure. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it, Boss Cowboy, because I missed some of the plays of the game. Okay, so I didn't hear it. Sorry. Didn't hear the comment.
I heard the comment. And there are people in here that are co-signing that they heard it. So the Reaper said, yep, he heard it. Mark Clark said, yep, I heard it. And then I'm also go to people that agree with you. Somebody named David Williams said OC is right. Andre Johnson said one pass, which means he's acknowledged that I'm right on a tight window throw, but he's saying he saw it once. See, in OC, you rose up your finger. You rose your finger. Did you raise your finger up? Did you just do this?
Like I'm tipping out of church. You know how you tip out of church, you gotta raise the finger, you gotta raise your finger up and let everybody know you've been quiet. You tipping out, you tipping out, you know, like that. That's all I was doing.
I just want to make sure that I saw you do that. That's why I asked you that question. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want you to know that this guy, his name is the OC. Okay, which means he is a knowledgeable offensive coordinator. He knows that you don't have to make a bunch of tight window throws a game. You do those when called upon. So the fact that he highlighted one is exhibit A, that this guy over here, this guy over here is trying to manipulate you into thinking your quarterback is not accurate over 3 games. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't fall for the tight window throw malarkey.
You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words
in
my mouth. I did not say he was not accurate over a 3-game window. I said give me examples of tight window throws against press man coverage in those 3 games. That is what I said, Boss Cowboy. That is what I said. And so this is the difference between being a very, very good quarterback and being just an exceptionally all-world quarterback. And I guess that's what I'm really talking about, boss. And I'm talking about it from a desire of seeing his maximum potential. It's not really shade. It's just to say that, man, I want to see you max out your potential, because if you're able to do that, then we can burn teams, right, that play press man coverage, that play tight to our receivers, we can really take advantage of you, because you know what? You already know Dak go still attack you, right? He still go attack you if it's tight coverage. So you're not absolved just because you was tight to Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb, right? You're not just absolved. That's all I'm saying. So it's more so to really like push the envelope to see how good we can be, man. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Look like you pulling the Michael Jackson moonwalk to me.
No, I ain't moonwalking nothing. I'm just a moonwalk to this bed though. 12 midnight. That's all
right,
I'm
listen, we
doing.
out of here, man. We out of here. Listen, what's your final words, real quick, OC?
Man, look, great win for the Cowboys. Appreciate all the love in the super chat today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this content. You can follow me if you want to hear me talk some more and give my thoughts. Whether you agree or disagree, it's completely fine with me. The OC100 on Twitter. The OC100 on Twitter. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. All right. And great win for the Cowboys. Hopefully we can build upon this and get the offensive continuity back. If we get the offensive continuity rolling again and the confidence in all those guys so we can go down and score the football, we'll be in great shape going into the playoffs. That's my opinion, and that's my final word on that. Shade, boy. Shade.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Shade.
Yeah, we got a couple of super chats real quick. He said on 2 out of 13 are third downs today because we couldn't sustain drives. Last week, 3 out of 13 because Dak is not throwing the guys open, maybe. Throwing the guys open.
See
what you started, OC? You see what you started?
No, listen. Let me address the super chat.
So you got people people thinking we got to throw people open now. So I want y'all to all remember. I want y'all to all remember that Dak threw for 375 yards last week, 2 touchdowns, had one of them called back, right? No interceptions, straight from Coach Marv. Facts. Because of people like you, OC, y'all got. I'm serious, bro. You doing this? You got these people. We've all seen people that are like 4s with 10 desires. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like sometimes, like, listen, I got high desires myself, and then so do you, OC. But then sometimes you get to the point to where you kind of, you know what I'm saying, stretching it. Like when my quarterback goes for 375, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, he's done his job. And then my boy, I blame you, OC. It's your fault.
Blame me. And listen, I'm going to say something. I'm not blaming the third down conversion squarely on Dak. So let me correct that. And I don't think it's a situation about him throwing people over, because I'm a balanced analysis and commentator. And that's why you should follow Boss Cowboy Sports, because I'm balanced, right? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that, yes, it was a couple throws that Dak's missed. It was a couple plays that could have been called a little bit better, right? And it just was just poor execution and getting some pressure on Dak. Well, you know, the interception with him getting, you know, hit in the face or hand in the helmet, things like that. So it was a mixture of things that caused the Cowboys not to convert on third down. Last week, it was a couple drops on third down passes. Now, that wasn't all 13 non-conversions, though, right? That wasn't all of them. So, but it was a mixture of things that caused the third downs not to be converted, from continuity, misplays, pressure, and also play calling. So it's a combination of things. So the greatest thing the Cowboys can do is work on this and work on the execution, like as a unit, right? Everybody involved to convert more on third down.
Gotcha. So at Boss Cowboy Sports, we definitely strive to be loyal, and we always thank y'all for coming in the building, man, spending the time with us, man, and talking this football post-game talk. Now, we're going to be talking about, obviously, the division, because it's getting ready to get real thick in the division. The OC did promise a film breakdown on the guards. He promised you. Now, that's something we go do that, too, because that's something I want to see myself. I want to go in depth and look at Connor Williams on his run plays, line by line, and look at McGovern on his run plays, line by line, and let the film solve it. We go do that. The good thing about that, OC, is that's not going to be controversial.
Honestly, I don't lie.
Yeah, because see, when we did the Lyle versus Steele, that was controversial because a lot of people love Steele and a lot of people love Lyle. So, and they felt like Lyle was elite, and they felt like we was trying to push for the underdog or something. And it's like, now we was just talking about the film. But when we do this one, people's heart shouldn't be in this one. This should be just all pure film. So y'all look out for that, because we gonna answer that question. And when you get the answer, then you gonna know what to share. You gonna know who to follow, and you gonna know who telling you the truth. So, here at Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matter, man. Y'all stay with us. We out.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.